Well, over the last 6 months, I've had an opportunity to kind of educate myself on what Midwest Sterilization does. They're helping save lives, and I think that's very admirable.
I just want the citizens of Jackson to know how important our business is for the healthcare industry. We do over 40% of all of the sterile procedure trays in the United States, and so just how imperative our business is to keeping healthcare, affordable and alive in this country.
From simple things like Band-Aids to heart stents, hip replacements, pacemakers. The service that we provide to the medical industry is very important.
And I think it really hits home when you understand that a family member is going to have his life saved by something that is sterilized right here in Jackson, Missouri.
We sterilize anything that comes in direct contact with the patient. And it could be tubing, it could be needles, sutures, suction equipment, gauze pads, it's drapes and gowns. We do pacemakers, we do stents, we do ports, we do, it's just anything that's used in the OR practically that needs to be sterile. We're going to sterilize it here.
Every day when your grandmother or your grandfather or your niece or your nephew is going in for a surgery, that has to be sterilized somewhere. And in this area, the likelihood is it comes from Midwest Sterilization.
Ethylene oxide sterilization kills all viruses, bacteria, mold, spores, fungi. It eradicates all of those things, and you don't run the risk of developing superbugs.
Where it hit home for me was, the day that my daughter was born, that surgical pack that was used to deliver my daughter was more than likely from Midwest Sterilization.
The reason ethylene oxide is used for sterile procedure trays is because there's so many different materials in the tray. So some of the materials may not be compatible with other types of sterilization. For example, gauze, if you radiate gauze, it's going to disintegrate.
Midwest Sterilization uses ethylene oxide. It's very widely used in the industry. Over 56% of all medical devices are sterilized using EO or ethylene oxide gas.
With EO, we've got these trays that have all these different components. They're made from different materials, and they can all be sterilized with EO, but they can't be sterilized with other methods.
The product that comes to Midwest Sterilization is going to come in its package, wrapped in a case, wrapped up, stacked up on a pallet, and it's going to go through the entire process looking just like that.
So all cycles at Midwest are to be at exceptionally low levels of ethylene oxide or residual ethylene oxide.
Midwest is all about community. I live within a mile of this facility, and my concerns with emissions and ethylene oxide are zero.
I can tell you with 100% confidence I would be fine building a house right next to this plant. I have the utmost confidence that MSC is doing everything it can and everything it needs to clean the air here.
I've worked here for 5.5 years. I have a background in biomedical science. I'm competent in Midwest's capabilities and their monitoring system to provide a safe environment for the community.
I have been with the company for about 15 years.
I live in Jackson. I think I live closer to the plant than anyone here. So of course I'm going to take pride in making sure the air is clean and making sure, this is always a safe place because my house is just around the corner. We take great pride in knowing that we're helping people sleep soundly at night by cleaning the air that comes from this facility.
What we do here is so important for the healthcare industry. I'm proud to be a part of it.